here again with another video. Long time no see. I know it's been a minute since I've uploaded the video, so if you are not new to my channel and you are a returning subscriber, you are a returning visitor, I appreciate your loyalty, I appreciate your love, I appreciate your support because you don't have to be here. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Maya, aka Maya by any means, and I am passionate about helping Black girls invest in themselves, invest in their wealth, and invest in their communities while navigating their self-love journey at the same time. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Today, I just want to talk to you about making sure that you are doing what feels good to you and you are doing what is good for you. And the reason why that's so important is because so many people are unhappy, so many people are depressed, so many people are anxious, so many people are suicidal because they are not doing what's good for them and they're not doing what feels good to them. And what I mean by that is, like, let's take me for example. I'm a college student. I go to 2 schools right now. I'm trying to build my YouTube channel. I'm trying to build my personal brand. I'm trying to build my business. I'm trying to do all these different things, and I'm wearing all of these hats at once, right? It's hard to find a balance between everything because when you're a college student, like, you have work. Work is something that you have to do. On top of that, I'm an honor student at both of the schools that I go to. So I have extra obligations and extra requirements that I have to fulfill because I am a student at those schools. However, I'm not going to let that take away from the time, the money, the effort that I can pour into my business. I'm not going to let that take away from the time, the money, and the effort I can pour into my channel. I'm not going to let that take away from the time, the money, and the effort that I can pour into myself. Yesterday, I think, or the day before, I had just made a post on Instagram, and I was talking about how I want to start a self-love fund for myself because I invest a lot of money in my business. I invest a lot of money in courses and ebooks and products and things that I want to use to help my business succeed, right? How many of us are investing money into ourselves, though? And I'm not just talking about feminine hygiene. I'm not just talking about body products. Like, I'm actually talking about things that help you better connect with yourself, better understand yourself, better love yourself, better pour into yourself. How much money are you investing in that? I want to see my business succeed, but I want to see me succeed along my personal development journey too. You know, investing in books, investing in podcasts. Those are things that's easy for you to do. You know what I mean? Because you're technically pouring into somebody else and looking for them to guide you in the right direction. And there's nothing wrong with that. But how much money have you put into actually understanding yourself? How much money have you put into actually understanding your childhood and why things are the way that they are? How much money have you put into doing something like a retreat for yourself? So many people are going to these business conferences and business events and business brunches. Have you gone on a retreat to help you discover who you are? Have you gone to a conference to help you connect closer to your relationship with God or whoever you believe in? Have you bought an ebook dedicated to helping you show up for yourself better than you show up for yourself now? Exactly. Most of us have not. Even if you're not an entrepreneur and you're investing in professional development, you're getting these certifications and you're getting these degrees and you're going after these programs to help your resume look better. Or even if you're a student and you're investing in ACT prep or you're investing in things like Quizlet Premium and Grammarly Premium and all of these things to help you be better at succeeding, you're still not pouring into yourself. You're still not investing in yourself. You're still not sharpening your own skills. Outside of being an entrepreneur or a student or a business owner or whatever the case may be, you're not pouring into you. Okay, yeah, you take a bath once a week, and I'm speaking to myself because I do the exact same thing. I take a bath once a week. But what scares me? What are my fears? What are my deepest fears? What are my hidden desires? What am I running away from? How am I standing in my own way? Am I doing what feels good to me 100% of the time? How many times did I put myself on the back burner? How many times did I put my thoughts and my feelings and my emotions aside because, oh, I had an assignment to do, or I had work to do, or I had to show up for someone, or I had to be somewhere, or I had to do something? Why did I do that? Why don't I have an abundance mindset that tells me that I don't have to do things that do not feel good for me, and I don't have to do things that are not good for me if I don't want to? Where is that mindset at? Where's the mindset that if I get accepted into something, or if I go after something in one season and it's not for me in the next, where's the mindset that tells me that more opportunities will come, more blessings will come? Where's that mindset at? So we have to start looking at the things that we're doing and say, okay, I have obligations, because we're not going to negate that. You have things that you're responsible for. You have people that you're responsible for. You have things that you have to do, places that you have to be, things that you have to pour into. That's fine. Because trust and believe, I do too. But are you putting in the same amount of effort to pour into yourself? Are you putting in the same amount of effort to understand yourself? Are you putting in the same amount of effort to better yourself? Because if you're not, what's going to happen is you're always going to be burnt out. You're always going to be tired. You're always going to be overwhelmed. You're always going to be stressed out. Why? Because you continuously put you on the back burner. You continuously put your thoughts on the back burner. You continuously put your feelings on the back burner. You continuously put the things that you want to do to the side. And by the time you get done doing everything that you have to do, you don't even have the creative energy. You don't even have the capacity. You don't even have the mental wellness and the mental strength to do what you actually want to do, because you put yourself on the back burner so many times that now you're tired. You want to go to sleep. When are you going to do what feels good for you? And that's where I think that balance kind of comes in, because now it's like, okay, I'm going to do an assignment and then I'm going to do something for myself. I'm going to do something for this client and then I'm going to do something for myself. Or even better, I'm going to do for myself and then I'm going to do for them, because it's going to get done, right? I mean, we all know that the assignment's going to get done. The work is going to get done. It's going to get done. It's just a matter of when and where. And how much better would you feel if you said, I'm going to pour into me and then I'm going to do that? You would even feel better about doing it, because you're not feeling tired. You're not feeling overwhelmed. You're not feeling anxious. You're not dragging yourself to do it. You're feeling excited. You're feeling refreshed. You're like, oh, let me just stretch. Let me just feel good. Let me feel good. How hard is it for you to let yourself feel good? How much more creative do you think you would be on your projects if you just let yourself feel good before doing them? How much better do you think you would be at executing your work if you just took time to pour into you, took time to get yourself together, get your mind clear, get your head clear, and get your heart clear, and really just spend time with yourself. Spend time working on yourself, and then you can do the work. The work's not going anywhere. And what drives me crazy is everything that you want to do requires you to be there. So why wouldn't you pour into yourself? Why wouldn't you invest in yourself? Why wouldn't you show up for yourself? You can't get the work done without you. You can't get the job done without you. You can't get the task done without you. Yet you put yourself on the back burner. That's putting everything else on the back burner as well, because you're not showing up at the greatest capacity that you could show up with. You're showing up on empty. You're showing up on tired. You're showing up on anxious. You're showing up on stressed. You don't even have the capacity to do this right now, which only makes doing it feel worse than it has to feel, because you didn't take time to pour into you. You didn't take time to do what feels good to you. And you didn't take time to assess, is everything that you're trying to do good for you? Because sometimes there's the reason behind why we're stressed, why we're anxious, why we're depressed. All of these self-induced expectations that we place on ourselves. The deadline isn't until Friday, but you're telling yourself you have to have it done by Wednesday. And if it's not done by Wednesday, then you're a failure. You don't have to do as much as you're doing, but you're choosing to do it anyways, because you think that if you do more, it'll help you succeed more, yet you're burnt out. You can't even show up at the greatest capacity. You can't even show up as the greatest version of yourself. Yet you think that all of these things that you're doing is somehow going to make you be successful, yet you're not doing them at the greatest version of yourself. The greatest version of you is not executing on these tasks. The greatest version of you is not getting the work done. The greatest version of you is not succeeding. The greatest version of you is not excelling. I wonder why. You know why? Because you don't make a priority for the greatest version of you to rest. You don't make it a priority for the greatest version of you to laugh. You don't make it a priority for the greatest version of you to just be. Why do you always have to be doing something? Why can't you just be? How much happier would you be if you just allowed yourself to be and awarded yourself for that? I mean, if you don't resonate with what I'm saying, let's think. You can continue working, you can continue burning yourself out, but when does it end? When do you find time to break? When do you find time to rest? When do you find time to gather your thoughts and gather your feelings and gather your emotions after the work is over? Are you not going to have more work after that? Are you never going to have to work again? Let's be real with ourselves. We put ourselves on the back burner at limits that don't even make sense. Oh, I'll just do it when this assignment gets done. You got another one. You have more work coming. So why are you postponing things that are going to be continuous anyways? If I know that I'm going to continue to have work, I'm going to continue to pour into myself. Way more than I get my work done. That way, when I am getting my work done, I can execute at the highest levels. I can be the best version of myself comfortably. I'm not wishing that I was her. I'm not crying my eyes out over everything that I have to do because I don't have the mental strength and the emotional strength and the capacity to do this. I'm making sure that I'm ready. That I'm ready to do this. And I'm ready to do it because I know that I'm doing things that feel good to me. And so even if what I have to do does not feel good, at least I can do something before or something with it that does feel good to me. Why do you think people like to listen to music when they're working? Why do you think people like to put on a show when they're working? They like to do things that feel good to them while they're doing something that does not feel good to them, but they have to get done. And so that's all I really wanted to come on here and talk to you about, because I haven't been on here in a long time. Take full accountability for that. But that doesn't change what you do. You're still responsible for you. So if you're not doing things that feel good to you, what's the point? If you're not doing things that are good for you, what's the point? If you're not pouring into yourself at the same rate that you're pouring into everything and everybody else, what's the point? Is your purpose to do that? Is your purpose to be Miss Burnt Out? Is your purpose to be Miss Overly Anxious? Is your purpose to be Miss Self-Induced Expectations? Is your purpose supposed to be going above and beyond in spaces that won't reward you for it just so you can prove to yourself that you're worthy when you're already worthy? You're worthy without having to go above and beyond in those spaces, just to let you know in case you didn't know? No, that's not your purpose. That's not your gift. That's not your talent. That's not what you're here for. Pour into those things. Pour into your gifts, pour into your talents, pour into your passions, pour into the things that make you you. The work isn't going anywhere. And I get it. People have bills to pay. People have families to feed. People have responsibilities. You can handle all of those things better when you focus on you first. When you pour into you first. When you make you a priority. Because now you're not leading from a place of scarcity. You're not leading from a place of fear. You're not leading from a place of anxiety. Your head is clear. Your heart is clear. Your mind is clear. You know exactly what you want. You know exactly what needs to be done. And you're not afraid to do it. And you have the capacity to do it. You have the capacity to build your empire by any means, and I wholeheartedly believe that with all of my heart. So please start looking at things that feel good for you and actually doing them. You don't have to do what everybody on TikTok or Instagram is doing if those things don't feel good for you. But please do something, okay, that feels good for you. And start looking at all of the little things that you're doing and asking yourself, does this feel good for me? And is this good for me? Because we already know that sometimes the things that feel good for us aren't good for us. But if you don't know the question, you'll never know the answer. Okay? So start looking at what feels good to you. And start looking at, are the things that you're doing good for you? Okay, I hope to be posting more content on here soon. Thank you guys for watching this video. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for your love, your support. There are different resources in my bio that you can check out. You can check out my planner. You can check out my guide to helping you live a luxury lifestyle through self-love. You can even sign up for my email subscribers list, and I send out a free weekly newsletter every week, just giving you tips on navigating your self-love journey, loving yourself, pouring into yourself, showing up for yourself. Exclusive content that's not on Instagram and YouTube, basically. But I'm so thankful for you guys, so grateful, and I can't wait to see you guys on the next video. Bye.